This is my beef stroganoff, my way, the Be Sure way.
Be sure to cook.
Welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today, we're going to be making beef stroganoff the old-fashioned way. So stay tuned and let's do this. Okay, I got me 2 nice pieces of flank steak. I'm going to season these steaks up. So I've got some unseasoned meat tenderizer. So you don't want any salt or anything. I'm going to gently put a whole bunch of this on. So make sure you really season it up with it. All right, I'm going to add some cracked black pepper to both of these pieces of steak. We're going to add some good old sea salt or kosher salt, any one of those, just a couple sprinkles. You just don't really need a lot. Okay, I've got some mushrooms. With this dish here, you need lots and lots of mushrooms. I'm using Baby Bella mushrooms. All right, so I've got my mushrooms here, and I'm just going to start slicing up these mushrooms. Okay, I've got a hot pan. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to add in my steak, both of them, and I want a good sear on that steak. Okay, I'm going to add in a rosemary stem. In the meantime, I've got my mushrooms over here. I'm going to add a little of paprika to these mushrooms. Right now, I'm adding some Mrs. Dash blend in here. So onion powder would be the best. And you want to use a little bit of onion powder. And then our best friend, my best friend, is garlic. Garlic powder or garlic, any one. Okay, I got my rosemary spear over here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn these over. Okay, I've got my steaks that are coming out because I don't want to cook them completely all the way. These are just going to sit and rest. Okay, all that stuff inside of with my steak, guess what? All these mushrooms are going right into here. And this is what I want for these mushrooms. Okay, I've got a cup of egg noodles that I'm cooking. As my mushrooms are cooking, I'm getting these are frozen pearl onions. I kind of let these thaw, then I kind of like took a paper towel and kind of damp these. These are still going to make some. I'm going to go ahead and put about a cup of these in here and let them cook with my delicious mushrooms. Okay. I'm using a beef and onion Lipton mix, and I'm going to sprinkle it in here, and it's got a little bit of onions in there, and it's got a little mix. It's going to make it like a little gravy like. Okay, I've got a whole cup of sour cream. Okay, I'm going to mix this sour cream because I wanted to get it nice and smooth. I don't want any lumps. 1/4 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Everybody says it different, so we're just going to add that in there. Okay, this is some of our hot mushrooms that we have with the onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour some of this in and kind of like mix it up really fast. I hope it doesn't curl so I can get tempered. I'm trying to temper this. Here we go. There we go. See, I'm tempering it. Yeah. Then I'm going to put it back in here. I don't mind dirtying up extra bowls if it's for the goodness of what I'm doing. There we go. We're going to mix that all around. I'm adding a little bit of beef broth because we need that beef broth to come together. Then I'm going to start pouring all my mixture back into this hot pan. I'm going to let all this cook. All right. So I put a little bit of more seasoning in here to season up my taste, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, I got some chives that I have washed and rinsed, and I cut off the tips, and I'm just going to slice these a little thin. We have our steak. Okay, and some of the juice I've got to cut against the grain. And here we go. We're just going to be slicing up our steak. Okay, here is the sauce that I have made, and it's still hot, and it is very delicious. This is the mushrooms and the onions and all the good stuff in here. We have our noodles over here. And if the noodles start to get, stuck together, just add a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to add some noodles to our plate because we're going to plate this, guys. Now, like I said, you can cook your steak any way you want to cook your steak. You can cook it medium rare. You can cook it well done. You can cook it medium. Medium is up to you how you want your steak. I like mine a little medium. So I've got a couple of pieces. Well, I got my sauce here, guys. And this is the star of the show because this is the stroganoff itself. So I'm just going to add some stroganoff sauce. And you make sure you get everything. Onions and all that great stuff. It's all in here with the mushrooms because this is the stroganoff. Then you want to add you a couple pieces of steak. Your beef that you make. And this is my beef that I make. Oh, this is beef stroganoff. Oh, man, this is some good stuff here. That's what you want to eat at your house. Okay, the last finishing touch is those wonderful chives. You just want to add a little green to that. Oh, this is delicious. It's wonderful. It's delicious. And this is my beef stroganoff, my way, the Be Sure way. Because guess what? I didn't make this alone. You and me, we made this together and we can make plenty more. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come back next time. I'm going to go have dinner. Bye.